nonetheless, I want to just welcome everybody today, this Saturday. I hope everybody's been blessed and positive and keeping your head steered in the right direction. Because I know it can be hard to stay focused in a world full of chaos and distractions, especially as we see what's been happening lately in the media with Diddy, right? Everybody's talking about it. It's everywhere. But we have to look at these events, these times, these occurrences as signs. Why are they telling us these things? What are they preparing us for? And just yesterday, Elon Musk released where he's taking Tesla with these robots and autonomous vehicles. And we already know where the world is moving to. This is why Bigger Than Race was created, so that we can keep everybody ahead in this community and focused in owning the underpinning assets of where the future is heading. Now, being early, you have to do it causes you to have to endure the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs. But if you stay focused, stay positive, and stay vigilant and continue to add to your toolbox, it's only going to set you up for the ultimate touchdown, which we've already been waiting in. We're just waiting for everybody to get to the end zone. So we're going to keep continuing on that same frequency of preparing people for the end zone. And what that looks like is a constant evolution and elevation of knowledge and information and preparing ourselves for what is to come. We've already been preparing ourselves for these next trends that are getting ready to happen. But now we're going to dial on in even more. Okay? And I need everybody to pay attention. Why? And you may not understand it now. You just have to be one of those people that has to see it play out right in front of your face and you not have any piece of the action. Now, what is very crucial and important coming up as we progress into the fourth and fifth industrial revolution, we have to understand that AI is going to play a major part, but not just AI in general. We're going to talk about these AI agents and AI models, these LLM models that are going to be here and used to help people evolve in regard to the integration of AI. I've been using it lately. It's been a game changer. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm sure for some of you who have been using AI in your daily lives, whether it's with ChatGPT, Otter AI, etc., you understand the value of it and how it can make your life easier and speed up mundane tasks that would take hours to seconds, minutes, depending on how you want to finesse the AI. So it is crucial. There's a lot of opportunities in the market, but also behind the scenes in the pre-seed, seed round opportunities with the VC. Now, it's very important for us to take advantage of what's getting ready to happen. You have a lot of TGEs set to release. We can see that playing off with the big, long-awaited twin protocol, which is on time and on par with my conversation and topic today. So you can see other assets going live as well, like Meta X Seed and so on and so forth. We're going to start to see these come to life, which is going to also come in hand with a bullish market. And with that, creates that momentum. But how you capitalize on the momentum and the trends at the same time is by being in position. So, I want to just thank you all for being here. Your time is valuable. And I want to let you know there is no me without the community. We have to have community members to engage and, be receptive to the game and knowledge that we're kicking off. And sometimes people may not understand it, but that's not for us to make them understand. It has to just resonate with you. That's why Everybody wasn't able to get on the ark with Noah because it didn't resonate with them. They had to be washed away. Now we're going to enter a time where, if you keep your ears to the streets, people are not in the best positions. You have a lot of people who are hurting financially. You have a lot of people losing their jobs. They're not talking to you about this, but it's happening. You have a lot of changes and shifts. If you're even paying attention to what's happening with Snoop Dogg, remember he's partnered with Gala Games and Gala Music, that entire ecosystem. Gala Music, their first big major artist is being launched and released. So the timing of said things is popping off, and it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. If you zoom backwards to where we were to where we are now, you can see a lot of evolvement that has occurred, and it's only going to continue. But throughout that process, we have to be focused and we have to stay positive. A weak mind can take you to shambles. Now, today we're going to talk about the future of AI, personal intelligence models, and AI agents. I'm going to also have a video that I'm going to do on this and also break down some assets, but we'll talk about them here. So I want to thank you for coming in here today. So we're diving into the exciting world of AI agents and personal intelligence models. Now I need everybody to buckle up. This is going to change the way that we actually think about artificial intelligence. Now I want you to just picture this. Now imagine a world where each of us has our own personal AI. Not just a digital assistant, but a true intelligence model tailored to you. That's what's happening right now with the development of what is called like the Kindred bit, or you could say AI agent. You have different companies going to have different names for it. But I want you to just ride with me. The Kindred bit actually comes from one of our portfolio companies, currently Rainfall. So, the Kindred bit is a personal intelligence model that's created using your own data. But don't worry, it's all privacy-based and anonymized. This isn't about invading your privacy. It's about empowering you with AI that truly understands you. Now, why is this important? Big tech is focused on creating one super intelligent AI brain. The real revolution is in creating billions of personal AIs for billions of connected humans. It's not about one AI to rule them all, but about AI that serves each of us individually. That's where we're headed. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. These personal AI models can be used to create agents that interact with the world on our behalf. Imagine an AI version of your favorite celebrity or influencer that fans can interact with 24/7. Even when the real person is on tour or taking a break or on a toilet. But it's not just about entertainment. These AI agents could revolutionize how we work, learn, and interact with technology. They could help bring economic benefits to billions of people, especially in developing areas where a sustainable daily income could make a huge difference. Now, as we move forward in this AI-driven world, it's crucial that we focus on key principles: privacy, trust, user control, and ethical governance. We need to ensure that these powerful tools benefit humanity as a whole. Now, what do you think about personal AI models and agents? And how would you use your own AI assistant? Now, these are questions that we have to think about, but also questions we need to also answer in regard to particular crypto assets we may invest in. Now, we always are talking about setting ourselves up for the short term, mid-term, and long term. So we have to make sure that we're investing on par with assets that are aligned with where we're headed for that ultimate big bang. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to ask you, are you starting to see how AI agents and AI in general is becoming a main focal point in the world. You know, currently, the AI market, we're only 18 months in. So there's major growth that's getting ready to happen in many different sectors of crypto. But AI specifically in gaming. That is why there's specific assets that I have highlighted that are going to be major players as we progress in the future. And when I say major, I'm talking about, you know, going up in price, making some major noise, which is going to benefit who? The holders of that asset. But see, most people don't understand that the trend is your friend, and they wait until the trend hits before they actually get into position, which is ass backwards. So it's about being early, but also being in position at the right time in the right assets. So focusing on that, Twin Protocol, I believe, will do fairly well. So congratulations to those who got in early. And there's going to be major other ones that are on position and ready to. Actually, some of them are coming out now. Some of them have just come to market. Some of them have been on the market. And, you know, people just aren't aware of them right now because, you know, they're focused on other stuff. Nobody's thinking about this, how we come at this stuff, you know. So we're going to continue to do what we do, stay authentic to who we are, and not deviate from the plan. The blueprint has been set out, and it's there for those to take it and implement it. Now, we have to always adapt. And that's the major key to all of this in crypto, is to adapt. Don't be so gung-ho and pigeonhole on holding, you know, specific assets if you have some, you know, profit in there. You can maneuver that. So, firstly, before I move on to, you know, talking about some of these assets, I want to talk to you guys and get your feedback on these questions that I just asked in regards to AI agents. If you'd like me to ask the question again, I can. So, what do you think about personal AI models and agents, and how would you use your own AI assistant?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. So, first of all, got a little statement. So, I work, you know, sometimes I work in San Francisco. I've been in San Francisco for the last 18 months. And every billboard went from pharmaceuticals to some sort of AI protocol. I'd say maybe 20 buildings. Out of those 20 buildings, you have all of these little smaller AI startup companies. It reminds me of, you know, 99 and 2000 when the .com boom was happening. So it's undoubtedly there's going to be, you know, a surge in AI. To answer your question, you know, for me, an AI agent, you know, as a family man that has kids that have these crazy schedules and all the other stuff, you know, something like that would help me to better manage time, like a time management agent, to where, you know, it just tells me where I need to be, gives me a notification that, hey, you know, you need to leave the house around this time, or if you're over here, you can only stay there for about, you know, give me a timer like, hey, you need to start leaving now because, you know, there's an accident, you know, 4 miles away, and, you know, this is the new route that you should take to get there on time. Hold on one second. Hey. So just in my daily life, just a simple example of that, and on top of that, my trucking business as well, finding, just to be able to put in what I want my profit to be for the day or for the week, or something to help me, figure out the best way to go, or, to stay ahead of the game using, certain protocols that, majority of, trucking companies aren't using, and it kind of to find the niche before, it's an actual niche. You know what I mean? That's what I imagine that, an AI agent would help me with immediately right now. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Appreciate that. Appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, real quick, something I want to just add on to that. When you think about the world of patents and software and protocols, we can patent a process, and because this is the new frontier on things, we can go patent something and you own it, and you're the only one allowed to do it in that way. Obviously you have to compete and monopolies, all that kind of stuff, but you can get something before anybody else has, and you own it. It goes back to what you're always saying, Brand, about owning the infrastructure. Well, there's a lot of the infrastructure, and it's hey, there's only different types of lights in the world, but they all have to meet these types of codes and have to meet these standards and whatnot. And the way that we make the future world follow all the rules with AI, we can patent that process if we start the company that does that, because we're just an information and computer company. We're just processing data. But if we're the first ones to put it all together, then we get that perpetuity and that forever. So it's just super exciting. I just wanted to say that after Blue.
No, beautiful. Appreciate you sharing that as well. Is there anybody else that'd like to chime in? Well, let's talk about... Oh, go ahead.
What's happening? I was going to chime in real quick. I'm at this football game, so I try to make it quick. But
how you doing, firstly, brother? How you doing? You good?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm fighting. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. Appreciate that. I was gonna say I would definitely use a AI agent to pretty much create a system that's duplicatable for basically just starting and launching businesses and making them and having them to where they can run themselves autonomously. So yeah, that's how it happened to me. AI agent just masterfully just working like a project manager, just go ahead, knocking it out the park like that.
No, that's a good idea. I mean, I would use that right now myself. This is all great insight and input. Now the question is, and I'm sure other people would like to talk, but maybe they're not going to, and that's fine. But let's talk about how we capitalize off of this, because we all know that this is where we're going, correct?
100,000%.
Okay. And so knowing that, you have to get in position. The best thing to do is take advantage while the price is cheap. I understand not everybody can do everything, so don't feel bad. But there is things that you can do, because there's always an option, Some of us either choose to do it, and some of us don't. But in order to capitalize and win, you have to. So I put out 2 assets in the not so distant past that serve a purpose of what we're talking about today. Now, I would love to just put a pop quiz out there to see if people are paying attention. And I understand you can't get everything, but, you know, these assets that I'm talking about, if you want to capitalize and, you know, win, I would assume what I would tell you definitely I would hold some. But I digress. So what assets am I talking about? Can you guess? That one of them is in the gaming, but if you read into it and, you know, listen to the content, you'll know it's a little deeper than that. And then one of them is essentially straight up what we're talking about today.
Alethea AI.
Twin.
Alethea AI, yes. Not twin, but that's a good call as well. I mean, we're in it, so that's fine too. And it's a great asset. And then, yes, Alethea, and there's one more.
Is Hypercycles turning on finally? Or is it a different one?
Not Hypercycle.
Viat.
Viat is a good one, and definitely you should hold it. I mean, if you've paid attention to the videos we've done, they pretty much tell you what the price of Viat will be. And I personally believe that's going to happen, especially with the laws that have been changing in regard to how they see legal AI and technology working together. So we're about to see some shit. But no, none of those assets other than Alethea. There's one more, but these are all great assets. You definitely want to hold them, have some, because they're going to make you money. But it's one more.
Brando, what was the question? You were breaking up a little bit.
The question is, what assets have I talked about that previously in the not so distant future that align with the subject matter of today's call? One of them was already mentioned, Alethea AI, and there's one more.
What about Matrix AI?
Nope. It's in the gaming. It was a gaming whiz pick. AI gaming whiz pick.
Sophia and
No.
Altered State Machine.
No.
Is it what?
No, not Watt either. But I'll tell you, because it seems like we go get to it. But it's called.
Kudos.
No, it's called.
Okay.
It's called Altered State Machine. The Asto. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So yes, that's what I'm referring to. So yeah, do what you want with that piece of information. But I know where I'm at, and I also am aware of what's getting ready to come. We're going to go more and more into the metaverse. That's going to become a reality as it integrates with our world. We also have to be aware that certain events that Charles Schwab has already predicted would happen have been happening. The weather is being controlled by HAARP. This has been happening for years. People can believe it or not, but all of this is controlled. If in Dubai they're controlling the weather, what you think they're doing everywhere else? The only thing that can save us, people who were really casted out and set up to be slaves in the matrix, we have found a way to capitalize in the same manner that they did in the 1900s to own this digital infrastructure of where we're headed. And some of this is protocols that will also help facilitate the world and facilitate this digital age. So we need to brace ourselves for what's ready to come and capitalize and set us up and our families for this generational wealth. Now, I believe a bull season is definitely upon us, and it's going to happen when it happens, sooner than later. Everybody's gearing up for it across the industry, and they're all waiting for perfect market conditions to launch, which I think is a smart thing. And as an investor in crypto, we're very spoiled in regards to traditional investors. They don't really understand this world, but we do. And it was placed here for us to take advantage of, I believe, from God. Because there's no reason, no way that anybody, how can you survive this crypto matrix without some kind of guidance? I couldn't see it. So we all have that guide, and we have to tap into it and give thanks and gratitude for where we are and what we have, and continue to give gratitude and thanks even when times are uncertain, or you may see it as bad moments or whatnot. But we have to be grateful and still give gratitude, because moments like that only push us closer to our destiny, or we have the opportunity to allow it to push us to our demise. The choice is yours. Now, the major trend that is going to happen is these AI agents and LLM models. When it's going to happen, I can't give you that info. But I believe it will happen this cycle. And I believe it's going to just continue to benefit those who are in position. So I'm going to open it up for anybody to add to the conversation, but my time here is done for today. I want to just thank everybody for actually tuning in to the call and listening to the message of today's call. And hopefully it was insightful and it put you on game to what's getting ready to come. But I have some whiz picks, and I have a video that's going to come out next week and get everybody up to speed on what they should have. Well, not what they should have. Some options that you can have if you choose to eat at the buffet. Okay? Floor is open. Okay. Nobody has to speak. I just wanted to leave the floor open. So on that note, I want to thank you for tuning in. For those of you who are listening to the recording, I hope you resonated with the message. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Investigate truth on your own terms.